Hold on, I didn't plan this. Okay, there, okay. I couldn't figure out where to type then. Okay. This is meant to be silent. I'm not this slow, guys. I'm just trying to get the chat up while also typing. Anyway, I'm listening to this song, right? Okay, but it's the starting soon. I'm not meant to be. Okay. What am I forgetting there? I don't know. I'll come back to that. I can't. Okay, I haven't used a keyboard in like ages. Okay, let me. Okay, this is the dumbest starting. So okay. What am I forgetting? How do you see the chat? Has Twitch updated? How do I? Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on, guys. I didn't prepare for this clearly. Okay. This my idea was just to like silently do all of this and then start the stream, but like I wasn't prepared for this at all. Okay, anyway, it's been 5 minutes already. Wow, okay. Anyway. Yeah, okay guys, you get to see how many My Chemical Romance songs I know. Okay. I can't stay silent forever. Oh my god, okay, my phone keeps falling. Okay. Stay. I just said stay. Okay. Anyway. I should have recorded this and sped it up and then just done that as the starting soon. Um, but oh well, we're doing this now. How am I missing 2 songs? I don't know, guys. Okay. Why did my screen just go black? I don't know. Okay, that was weird. Why is my memory not working now suddenly? My phone. Okay, I'm keeping my phone flat now. Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was then, and then I remembered the original song title swears, but the actual song title doesn't. So, anyway. If I remember how to spell. Okay. Guys, this is like the worst start to a stream ever. Okay, you know, I think in my head this was better. This is my first proper stream of the year. My last one was an April Fool's stream, so this is the second stream of the year, the first proper stream. And like, I thought, you know, like this was a better idea in my head, but it's actually taking longer than I thought, and it's just really awkward now. But anyway, I'm still naming all of these, okay? Every time you hear something fall, that's my phone. Also, that puts them in the wrong order. I always get that wrong. I just can't spell division. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, these unreleased ones now, most of these I only know because I've done this quiz before and it was listing loads of things that I didn't know, so I had to look them up. And yeah, um, but I know all of them now. Well, I thought I did. Okay, what's the fourth one? Hold on, wait, there's two songs here that I don't have. Okay, um, let me think. What would that be? I have no idea, actually. And then there's one more unreleased song. Come on, I can name all of them. I've named 100. There's 2 left. I can name all of them, okay? There's actually more here there's more songs that aren't on here. But, you know. And I know more songs than this. Which is crazy, actually. 100. I know more than 100 My Chemical... Okay. I'm getting distracted. Okay, what's the last 2? There's 2 left. What are they? I don't know. These are like the unreleased ones. Like, these 2 aren't even really proper songs. They're like 30 seconds. Okay, fine. I give up. Oh yeah, that's the original version of Vampires Will Never Hurt You, I think. I'm pretty sure. And then first, what is that again? That one you can't even find anywhere. There's a couple of songs like that I could probably list. But yeah, actually, you know what? Okay, hold on. First of all, let me start the stream. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hold on. I need to turn on my ring light because this is... You cannot see... Well, my ring light's dead, so... Okay. I'll throw that over there and try and remember to charge that. For now, I can turn on my light. Okay, never. Okay, you know what? It's really hard getting around my room right now because I've just got stuff everywhere. I just hit my microphone. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I've got stuff everywhere, so it's really hard getting around my room right now. But, yeah, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It's been a while. This is way too close to my face. It's been a while. The last stream I did was April 1st, and that one was not even like a proper stream. You can hear me struggling to open this. Okay. This is about to go out of date in... What's the date on this? Tomorrow. So, you know, I thought I should probably drink this, and it's called Jimmy's Iced Coffee, which reminds me of the YouTuber Solidarity Gaming, so I just wanted to drink this on stream just so that I could say that. And my hands are really slippery because it's been left for ages now, because it took me like... How far are we into it took me 12 minutes to do the starting soon. So, yeah, now this has been all condensation-y. Is that even a word, condensation-y? I don't know. But it's basically just like my hands are really slippery because it's making my hands... There we go. Okay. There, now I can drink this. Anyway, today I'm going to be crocheting. And also talking about what I've been doing this year. Because this is my second stream of the year. My last stream was December... Let me think off the top of my head. Was it 11th? I feel like it was the 11th, but I don't know. Let me see. I know it was a Saturday. That doesn't really help me, though. Switch account to Ace VODs. Hold on. View channel. Videos. The 7th, not the 11th. Okay, anyway. I have a Discord message. Someone messaged me good song choice. Is that... Yeah, wait, that's what I'm listening to right now. Is My Chemical Romance. Okay, anyway. Hold on. I need to go on Do Not Disturb so that people know that I'm streaming. How do you change... Okay, here. Discord's... Everything's been updated. I've barely used my PC all year, actually. Streaming. There we go. Cool. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about what I've done this year, because my last proper stream was the 7th of December, and it is now the 27th of May. We're nearly halfway through the year, which is crazy. I feel like I don't even need this. I'm full of energy already, but oh well. I'll drink it this way so you guys can see the name. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to drink this, and then I'll get into actually crocheting, which is meant to be the whole point of the stream. But while I do that, why don't I talk to you guys about My Chemical Romance? You know, forget about the whole point of this stream, you know, like the name of the stream. Let's talk about My Chemical Romance. Here. You guys can read this if you want. Okay, so this is their first album, and all the ones that have like a slash and the brackets, those are all like the names of the demos or just like the original names. Um, which reminds me actually, I need to add to this. Okay, let me put the lid on that, because while I'm typing I will 100% knock it over, and my shift key still gets stuck sometimes from the time I spilled coffee all over my keyboard, so, you know, I really don't want that to happen again, but anyway. Let me write the original name here. I can't type, okay. There we go, okay. So, their first album. I don't know if all of their songs have like original names, but if they do, I want to find all of them. And then I think this is the original version of the name. I mean, I guess I can put like the actual version, but literally all it is just taking off the bit at the end. How do you type? I don't know, guys. I'm forgetting how to type. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I don't think any of you guys, I mean, there's no one watching this right now, but if there was, I don't think they'd know anything about My Chemical Romance. These are the two songs on their live album, Life on the Murder Scene. So, yeah, and then this is the Black Parade, which actually has like, actually this one only has two of the original song titles. And so does this one, so, yeah. Anyway, also some of these, like this one, are actually on this list because they were released later on. And oh my god, you can see how long this is. Oh my god. I love My Chemical Romance, guys, if you couldn't tell. I'm talking so much I'm not even drinking the iced coffee. But anyway, and then these are all the singles, and this is on the live album. So yeah, Conventional Weapons, this is 5 singles that they released that were recorded in, like, I'm gonna say around 2008, because it takes them about 2 years to release an album, so this was 2002, 2006, 2004, 2006, and then this one was 2010, which means this one would have been around 2008, and they recorded this and then scrapped it and then later released it as 5 singles in 2012 and 2013, so, yeah. And I don't think any of these have original versions to them, because some of them actually ended up being the original versions of other songs. So, yeah. This one, I think the original version of this would have been that, but I don't know, because I haven't found anything about that, but like last night I just realised that they sound kind of similar, so I don't know. This is their 10-year anniversary album. So, yeah. These are covers of songs they've done and singles. And then this is all of Gerard Way's stuff, which you can read all that. This is his album. This is Frank Iero's singles, which is actually more than I remember. Okay. Apparently I know more than I thought I knew. Okay, and then this is his first album, his second album, his third album, and then all the other bands he's been in. Which some of these I haven't actually looked into yet. Like this, like all of, I don't know what I just did. Undo that. Anyway, all of this, I have no idea. I haven't looked into any of these, but apparently he's been in those bands, so, yeah. And then these are so that's the band Mikey was in, and then this is an EP he worked on, or like he did the bass on. This is Ray Toro's album. Because, you know, they've all got, like, their own, like, individual stuff outside of My Chemical Romance, so, you know, obviously I had to list all of that. And then these are all of the unreleased songs that I've been able to find. So, yeah. I know way too much about this band, actually. So, yeah. I'll let you guys read that while I drink this. I've still got the starting soon text on the screen. God, okay. Hide that. Okay, there we go. Cool. You guys can read that. Is my phone frozen? My phone is frozen. So if anyone's been typing, I haven't been able to see it. Hold on. Why would you do that, phone? Why would you do that to me? It better not be the stream messing up. And it better just be my phone. Okay, well, there's no one in the chat, and now my phone's working. Okay, cool. So it was just my phone. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'll let you guys read all the unreleased songs while I finish drinking this. I feel so awkward, actually. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna be crocheting today, and I'll show you guys what I'm crocheting in a minute. But also let's talk about my hair, because I mean I was planning on having the ring light working, so that you guys could actually see. Hold on, wait, this is a white screen. This is close enough. Yeah, I'll blind myself for you guys. Okay, see, so now you can kind of see my hair. I hope. Let me see. Good enough. Okay, cool. So yeah, I've got pink hair now. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but I'm drinking iced coffee right now. I should have drank this before the stream, and then just showed you guys the bottle, but oh well. Anyway, so, yeah, let's think this year. What have I done this year? Let me think. Okay, hair. What hair have I done this year? Well, it's only like 2 colors, but you know, it's grown a lot and changed a lot. Where would I even find? Okay, you know, let me just get the pictures on my phone, and then send them to myself, and then I can show you guys. Okay, hold on, that's not the right thing. Okay, here. I could probably just show the camera, but I don't know how well that would work. Okay. Here, okay. Cool, so let's go back to January. Or just the end of December, sure. So actually, oh my god, wait, what did my hair look like when you guys last saw me? Let's go back to the 7th of December. Oh my god, my hair was a mess. My hair was actually a mess. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, here, I found a 360 of my hair. Okay, guys, so yeah, you can kind of see, like, on tap, play. Okay, there we go. You guys can see, like, my hair was so... I mean, the back's kind of stayed the same, I'm gonna be honest. But, like, the front of my hair was such, like, a mess. Like, look at that. Look at that compared to, like, now. Like, my hair was, like, all, like, down here. Like, anyway. Yeah, so... My hair... I was gonna say my hair's grown. My hair's actually... I've cut my hair. Okay, I finished drinking that now. There we go. Okay, cool. So, let's see. I cut my hair on the 31st of December. And I think this is, like, the only picture I have of, like, after I cut. Okay. Let me turn the brightness down. Okay. I have it on, like, the lowest brightness anyway. Anyway. Stop saying anyway. Okay, so, yeah. That's what it looked like when I cut it. I cut it myself, by the way, so, you know, I'm very happy about that. I've just suddenly become, like, great at cutting hair for some reason. Don't ask me why, because I actually, or not why, but how, because I have no idea. I just decided that I wanted to cut my hair, and I did it, and it looked great. Anyway, so, yeah, and since then, I've dyed my hair red a few times. Let me just find pictures where you can see it better. Let me see. Well, that's when I bleached my hair, so now I've gone too far. I mean, I guess you can kind of see it there. But yeah, so basically I had red roots and black ends. So, yeah, and then I bleached my hair and it looked pretty cool. Let me find a picture. Okay, you can see it there. Turn the brightness back. I have to turn the brightness up so I can see the screen and then turn it down so that you guys can see the screen. But anyway, there. I dyed my hair. I went blonde for like a day. Do I not have auto? Of course I don't have auto rotate on. Okay. There we go. I went blonde for a day, which was kind of cool. And then I dyed it pink and purple with black ends. Do I have any good pictures of that? I don't know. Well, that was like weeks. Did I not? I didn't take any pictures straight after I dyed my hair. Okay. That was kind of dumb. But anyway, okay. I mean, that was like a week or two later. Which you can't even really see it that well, but oh well. Actually, oh my god, wait, you guys saw it on the April Fool's stream. Like, this is from the April Fool's stream. You guys saw it then. So I probably showed it off on the stream. Oh, you can see it better here, actually. Here, because I cut the sides of my hair there. So you can see it there. And then also, this is me with Gerard Way merch. Look at that. Gerard Way. Okay, and then you can kind of see my hair there. So, yeah. Oh, here's a better picture. There you go. You can see it really well there. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So I dyed my hair pink to purple to black, and it was mostly black. And since then it's just grown, and I've kind of just kept re-dyeing it pink and purple. And then about a week ago, I re-dyed it all pink, and it went like a light pink with like purple, just purple bits in it. And then my roots went like a light brown. And then yesterday I re-dyed it because I tried a different pink. And then yesterday I re-dyed it with an even different pink. And it's gone like this, like really like bright pink. Okay, there we go. It's gone like a really like bright pink, and there's like purple bits in it, and it looks very cool. It would look cooler if I had good lighting, but you know, I don't, so you can deal with that. Although the roots have gone like brown still. You can't actually see because I've still got the hair dye on my scalp, but yeah, the roots have gone like brown, which is kind of weird. So I'm going to try bleaching it and re-dyeing the pink, and then yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's just basically it. I've also been like putting my hair. I tried putting my hair in a ponytail the other day, and it looked cool. Where is that video? I did a 360 of me in a ponytail. Here it is. There, cool. Because actually the back of my hair is still really long, as you can tell. But actually you can't see it right now, but you could tell from all those pictures and stuff. So yeah, the back of my hair is still really long. But I've been thinking of like cutting it off. But then at the same time, I don't know if I want to or not, because sometimes I like having the long hair and sometimes I don't. So I've just been like putting it in a ponytail to kind of like ignore it. Just act like it doesn't exist. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it would look cool. You can't even tell the difference because the ends are still black and it's like against a black chair. So like, anyway. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this year. Let me get the chat up, even though I can see it here actually. I don't need to get the chat up. Okay. So yeah, that's a hair update of the year. So now let's talk about what I've done this year. First of all, actually, I got given some fabric earlier, which is very cool. I think I'm like the only person in the world to be excited by a bag of fabric, but I am because it's cool. And there's actually let me talk about that in a minute. Okay, let me talk about all the things that I've made. Okay, so I mean you can see there's a bag full of wool. If I turn the camera down, you can see a tub now covered by the bag of fabric. Okay, hold on. You can also see my pajamas, ignore that. You can see a bag full of, not a bag, a box full of pink things there. So yeah, I'll talk about that. Just, hold on. Okay. Let me go grab some stuff to show you guys, okay? Hold on. Okay, hold on. There's like stuff all over my room, like I've got 2 guitars behind me. So, you know, it's kind of like a maze trying to get around, and also it's very difficult getting in and out of my chair. So, you know, you're just gonna have to, like, bear with me on that, okay? Okay, let me just, like, grab everything so I have to stand back up again. Here's these 2, okay, and then there's those 2 I showed off last stream. I don't really care about showing those again. Okay. I think that's it. Actually, let me grab these 2. There we go. Okay, I can't tell how loud I need to be for you to be able to hear me, so I'm kind of like half shouting. I think that's it. That's good enough for now. Okay. So let me turn my camera back on. Oh, also, this year, I lost my glasses, so now I have pink glasses instead of black ones. Also, I need to sort out all the stuff behind me because it's so annoying trying to get comfortable in this chair because there's like I don't have space under my desk because there's drawers. So anyway, okay, I'll stop ranting, okay, about useless stuff. First of all, let's talk about what I'm going to be crocheting today. I'm not crocheting this whole thing today, but I'm going to be crocheting pieces for the suit, which you can't even see that well because of the lighting. Of course, I should have charged, but okay, anyway. So, yeah, this is... I think I might have showed this last stream. I can't remember. I think I showed it without the hair, because I don't think I had the hair done yet. But this is Gerard Way from 2014 as an alien. So, yeah, very cool. And I've crocheted... I can actually grab them. Well, I'll grab one. I've crocheted 5 of these. Okay. Because this is like the base that we're working with. Okay, so I'm going to be I've crocheted all the trouser legs, which is what gave me the idea to do this stream, because it was very boring crocheting. Because it's okay, I'll explain it better in a minute, but anyway, it was very boring, so I thought if I live stream it and I talk to you guys while I do it, then I might be slightly less bored. But let's also talk about what else I've made. So I've made this, which is what all the pink things in that tub are. I'm making more. Okay, by the way, also, I'm making all of these so that I can sell them, in case anyone was wondering. So, yeah. I made this, and I had to... Oh, sorry, Bella. I didn't mean to throw that. Oh, you... Oh, hello. Hello, Bella. Hello. Wait, you guys want to see Bella? My baby. Oh, you can, like, barely see her. Hello, Bella. Say hello to the stream. Anyway. So, yeah. I didn't write down the pattern for that pink thing, which is Lola, by the way. I think I showed them off last stream. But yeah, anyway. I didn't I didn't write down the pattern, so I had to remake it and create a whole new pattern to make the same thing, and this is what that looks like. It's a lot bigger. Also, ignore how wonky the mouth is. I know I messed up with that, but I'm keeping this one, so this one can be bad. But anyway, it's huge. Like, it's actually, like, I love it, actually, because it's a lot bigger than the other one, which was an accident, really. Because, yeah, I don't know, it was an accident, but I do love it. I love it a lot, actually. I tried to, like, recreate the torso shape, because even if I did write down the pattern on the other one, it still wouldn't be the same, because that one I, like, messed up. Like, that one was an accident. But yeah, so I tried to recreate the torso shape. I don't think I did a very good job at it, because, I mean, I do if you, like, kind of squish it around and stuff, but, like, if you're just, like, you know, moving it around and, like, yeah, then it goes back to that shape. But, yeah, so, I like it a lot. I think I'll definitely try and practice the faces a bit more when I'm doing the ones that I'm selling. Because also, I did this one at, like, an angle, if you couldn't tell. So... yeah. But, yeah, I like it a lot. So, I'm not making these today, though, because the thing is, when I'm doing stuff like this, it's all, like, rounds instead of rows. So, I have to, like, count each single, like, stitch that I do. So, I can't do it, like, just chatting stream while I'm doing that, because I can't speak while I'm doing that, because I'll lose count. Whereas with the suits... they are just a bunch of, like, panels, so it's just, like, rows, and then I attach them, like, I sew them together, and then they end up like this. So, one thing I did forget is that I needed to grab my notebook so that I could actually read the pattern, because I've forgotten. I've spent so long making these things that I've forgotten what the pattern is to make the suits, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, so I've forgotten what the pattern is to make the suits, so let me turn my camera back on. Okay, I can actually show you what I mean when I say panels as well. So, I mean, first of all, there's this, which you can see is... Let me grab another one of these. That. So, yeah. I did draw a mouth on here, but I kind of, like, got rid of the mouth. Because I thought it looked fine without it, so... Yeah, but anyway, so... I don't know how well this is explained, but basically, there's one panel, and I, like... So this is the trouser leg, so I don't actually need to... Okay. I can see the bar going red at the bottom, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, anyway. So, there's one thing, and you kind of, like, fold it, like, you curve it round, and you sew along there, and then it's, like, a tube, okay? And then for here, you do the same thing to go around the waist, and then in the middle, I've just got, like, one bit there, and then you can see here, you've got the bit around the waist, the bit in the middle attaching it, and then you put the two trouser legs in the two holes there. Okay, I don't know how well I've explained that, but it makes sense in my head, so... Yeah, and then I've got the pattern written down as well. Hello! Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about what I'm going to be crocheting. Which probably makes no sense to anyone but me. But, yeah, okay, so, let me read what I need to do. So that's the suit jacket. Okay, the trousers. Okay. So, chain 50. Which part is that for? I don't even understand my own instructions. So, okay, well, it's not that bit. Okay, chains, okay. Let me grab my crochet hook and wool. Hello! Welcome to the stream. This is, like, my second stream of the year. My first proper stream, because the first one I did was an April stream. So, let me grab... Oh, I've dropped my crochet hook. That's a problem. Hold on. I tried to put this all within reach of my chair, but I didn't do a very good job at that. Okay, cool. So, I kind of understand. Okay, cool. At least I know I'm kind of making sense. So the blue wool I use is this, whatever this brand is. I don't know, I just buy it from a shop. That's actually not very close to me at all, but, you know. It was the only place I could find this specific shade of wool. So, yeah. Let me untangle this. Let me just... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me just untangle... Okay. Just, you know. Okay. I should have set up more for this stream, but I was like... I wasn't even planning on streaming today, but then I finished that Lola, and I was like, you know what? I feel like streaming. So, yeah, now I'm live, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's... Oh my god, it's already been 40 minutes? Jesus, okay, anyway. I'm finally starting to crochet. It's a nice wool. Yeah, it would look even nicer if my ring light wasn't dead and you guys could, like, actually see more. Because, like, you can't see it very well, really. I mean, I can get this up, but then, like, I can't actually see myself or the chat, so, yeah. I don't really think it matters. Actually, you know what? Because I'm not using my phone for the chat. Let me see how good my phone torch looks. If my phone will stay still, if I put it up here. Because it's, like, always falling over. You know what? That's good enough. I'm kind of being blinded, but it's fine. So, yeah, anyway. So, to do this, look, I'm giving you guys a tutorial as I do it. Okay, so you chain 16, which actually, I saw the tutorials on my phone. I saw someone do a tutorial on how to, like, do this easier, basically. Let me see if I can remember how to do it like this. Okay. Let me just see if I can remember. I cannot remember, I don't think. How did they do it? I think it was like this. So they kind of, like, did one crochet, and then they put their crochet hook into the bottom. Hello, Boris. Hello, how have you not followed me before? What, like, is weird to be able to speak in your chat again? Yeah. Actually, it's been a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. So I'm doing the foundation chain and the first row at the same time. I had to make a new account. Oh, wait, no. You made it. You had to make a new account? Wait, how many followers did you lose then? Account created 1 minute ago. Oh, well, let me make you a mod again. I don't know if you were a mod before, but you are now. How do you make people? I can't remember. It's been so long. I don't know. Oh well. Hold on. I'm trying to. Well, actually, I think you have to type it in chat, don't you? Stupid phone number problem when I lost about 100 and something. Oh no. Oh well, we'll try and get them back for you somehow. _gaming. There we go. Now you're a mod. Okay. Anyway, so how many things have I done? Okay. I'm like not prepared for the stream at all, by the way, so none of this is gonna make sense. It's okay, I will rise again? Yes, you will. Okay. So do I count that as one stitch, or... I've not done this very well. I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna start it from there, so that's 3 stitches. Okay, I have to go up to 16. Okay. I'm acting as if, like, I haven't written my own patterns and made, like, you can see Bella on the side there. Anyway. So, 4. Okay, I have to count for this bit, but after that I'll start talking to you guys again, okay. 5. I'm not normally this slow, but starting a new crochet thing takes ages, okay. 6. 7. 8. Get in the hole. Okay, 9. Okay, get in the... Okay. Just work. Okay. 10. 11. I can see the chat going up. I can't look at it right now. Okay, 12. 13. 14. 15. This is my first time starting a crochet thing like this as well. So, okay, 16. There we go, okay. You've made me want to crochet again. Updated profile picture. Let me see your profile picture. I don't think it's updated for me yet. I think it's so funny, like, tapping, like, clicking on your account. It says account created 4 minutes ago. You've made me want to crochet again. Go crochet then. We can crochet together through the screen. Okay, so, how many rows do I have to do? 7. Okay, cool. So, 1, 2, hold on, I won't just be counting the whole stream, but just for the first couple rows I'm going to count. 3, just to make sure I've done this right. 4, 5, my cat keeps meowing. I don't know why I said my cat, you guys know better. 6, was I on 6? I hope I was on 6. 7. God, this makes me seem like I don't know how to crochet. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15 and 16. There we go, okay. Cool. So, what do I talk about? I don't know. I feel like I've already spoken about so much. We're 45 minutes in, and I've just started crocheting, and I feel like I already talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Um, so, what actually have I done this year? I know I've done stuff, because I've been too busy to stream, which means that I've definitely still been doing stuff. I don't. Well, okay. Well, I talked about my hair, because I've got like pink hair now, and I mean it might look even better than this. Well, I know it will look even better than this because I just dyed it yesterday, so it kind of looks like shit right now. Because I need to wash it, but we don't have hot water right now, so I'm not washing my hair with cold water. I've decided to try and crochet a skirt for my alien. That's cool. Actually, that reminded me of more things I wanted to talk about before I started crocheting, but... Bella, can you shut up? Okay. Bella, she wants to go outside, but it's raining, I'm pretty sure, so... She can't go outside. Anyway, so, okay, let me think. Okay, let's go back to January. What was I doing in January? I recorded some videos, which I didn't actually upload to YouTube yet, because I'm planning something, which, I mean, you both know what it is. Boris is actually helping with it, but I want it to be a surprise to the invisible viewers, so... Also, actually, the other day, I watched some of my old videos, and I cannot see, by the way. Like, it's so hard to see. Okay, I think that was my 4th row. Anyway, I'm working on making a VR video of Help 1 to 2, and I'm thinking of streaming it, of trying to stream it. Yeah, you should stream that. That would be fun. I'll watch if I can. I still haven't watched your newest video, but I do try and watch your videos when you upload. But anyway, what was I saying? I've distracted myself now. I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I watched some of my older videos the other day, like from 2 years ago, and I've realised that I've just stayed the same. Like, I've always talked about the imaginary viewers, and I've been thinking about, like, the imaginary viewers. And, like, you know, like, I plan everything just imagining that I have viewers that would be surprised by things. So, yeah, I think that's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, so I've been recording videos, and I've been planning something with Boris, and when I start, like, actually, like, recording stuff, right, and, like, when it's, like, basically, like, nearly done, I think, I'm gonna start uploading the videos weekly, and then, like, I'll have, like, hopefully I'll have more viewers then, because I'll have, like, a consistent upload schedule, and then I'll start promoting it and stuff, and then I'll actually upload the thing that I've been working on. I got an email saying you started streaming, so I thought I'd join and watch. I didn't know that you got emails for when people went live, but cool. Bella, shut up. Meow. Shush. Meow. Meow. See, it's not funny when someone meows back at you, is it? Hold on, let me, come here, you can't go under my bed. You know you can't go under there, because there's stuff under there. Come here, stop screaming at me, will you? Look, say hello. Oh, that light's probably hurting your eyes. Okay, I'll turn you away from it. Okay. Okay, Boris. Okay, she's growling at me now, so I'm gonna put her down. Ow, you just scratched me. That wasn't very nice. Okay, and you know, actually, when Boris is back, I'm gonna show off all the things that I showed off before, because I don't think either of you guys saw that, or, well, you might have seen a bit, but I don't know how much, so, yeah, I'm gonna show you both of you. Anyway, so, yeah, so I was recording some videos in January, and I still need to record more, because I started making some outfits for my teddies. One of them was the Snailion, the other one was the Squath, which I showed off in my last stream, but no one actually watched my last stream, and I doubt anyone has watched my VODs. So, first of all, okay, how many rows am I on? I can't tell because now I've started this differently. I don't know. Okay, I think that's one row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need one more row. Okay. Anyway, see, I'll show those in a minute. But yeah, so I crocheted and sewed outfits for those. And they are, like, based off of Pokemon mixed with Killjoys, which, if you don't know what I mean by that, just Google My Chemical Romance Killjoys and you'll understand. So, yeah. So it was, like, basically based off of those, and I'll show pictures in a minute, because I can't be bothered to go and grab them right now. Also, I got a dog this year, so that was cool. And yeah, she decided to take the or to just basically come in and like chew on my snailion. So she broke the mask, which I need to still sellotape back together, and I don't have scissors here. It's a good thing that I have like 3 pairs of scissors like everywhere. Anyway, so yeah, so I need to fix that at some point, which it shouldn't be too difficult. I just need to like sellotape it, but yeah, that was not very nice of her. Okay, there we go. Look, here is one thing. So I need to make 5 of these, and then I need to do that, but longer, basically. But I dropped the crochet hook. Okay. But now that I've done that one, I've got a message from Boris. Oh, he sent me pictures. That's cool. Okay. That's also cool. Okay, cool. Anyway. What was... Okay, pictures. Okay. Where would they be? I think they might be here. Let me scroll up. I hear Bella meowing again. Bella, shush. Okay, I talk too much in this channel. What other channel would they be in? Probably here. Or, actually, no, I think they'd be here. Here they are. Okay. So now, how do I show this without showing off all the other things in the... Oh, there we go. Save image. Bella, shush. Shush, Bella. Shush. There we go. Okay, now let me... Get them here. I'm back. Cool. Well, no, they look really good. Do you still have a Discord server? I do. It's in my link tree. If I can remember how to type a link to a link tree, because it's been ages. I think that's the link. Okay. Anyway, so let me show you guys the things that I've made. So this was back in January. Let me get them. Downloads here. There we go. Bella, shush. Hold on, I have to like shrink this a lot. Why is this so big? Okay. Here we go. This is the snailion. Shush. Shush. Shut up. Meow. What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, Bella? What do you want? What? Do you just want to be annoying? Look, let me move that so you guys can see. She's got glowing eyes. I need a new PC. I don't actually. My PC is amazing. And I've got more. Maze. Why are you just sending me the word? Why are you just sending me the word maze? I also just realized anyone that can't see the messages just thinks I started saying the word maze. Oh my god, I've got scratch marks all over my arm from Bella. What do you want, Bella? You're still... Oh. Anyway, what was I even saying? I keep getting distracted by everything. Like, I just can't focus on anything. I don't know what Bella wants, but anyway. Here's the snailion. I feel like I was gonna... Okay, I don't care what I was gonna say. Okay, I'm going back to the snailion. Here's the snailion. Yes. This is, like, kind of inspired by a Pokemon, which actually... You can't really see it, but in the background, I've got, like, Pokemon posters. Like, I've got one there, and then I've got one there, which you can't see because of the light, and then I've also got Pokemon cards. So, yeah, anyway. That's just a wall update. Shush, Bella. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so OMG Poomon. Yep. Anyway, so yeah. It's half snail, half lion, and then it's also inspired by, let me just get like a picture so that this actually makes sense for you guys. Because no one likes My Chemical Romance like I do, okay. Okay, so how do you make pictures bigger from Google? I don't know. Oh well. Okay, hold on, let me just like, okay. It's been so long since I've done like anything on a computer. I think I've forgotten how to use one. Let me find a good picture on Google. That's just like 6 years off. But okay, Google. Okay, hold on, okay, I'm just gonna do the first picture here. Hold on. Okay. So, it's also inspired by the Killjoys, which these are the Killjoys. It's a My Chemical Romance thing. This is the characters they played in their 4th album. So, yeah. So I thought I would show pictures because none of you guys are going to know what I mean if I just say the Killjoys. Actually, I like the song Teenagers from them. That's like the most basic song you could... Okay, let me stop covering the chat. That's like the most basic song you could like. That's their most phase in the maze. I don't know what that means, Boris. I keep switching between Discord and like Shush. It's a good song. It's like my least favourite My Chemical Romance song, I'm gonna be honest. I also always forget that it exists for some reason, even though it's like their most popular song. But anyway. Yeah, so that's what this that's what this is based on. Pokemon and Killjoys. And you see this mask. My dog actually broke that. So let me just like so you see like the snail things, like hold on. Let me just crop that so that I can point better. Okay, so you see that snail eye. Yeah, she like broke it like off the mask, so I have to sellotape that back on at some point. But yeah. Play Sonic Saves Roblox here. Well, I'm not doing that right now because it's a good song. Stop talking to me on Discord, okay? You're in the chat. Anyway. Oh, I just realised that ages ago, Scar said that they can't join. Okay, hold on, let me, do this. Hold on. I've forgotten how to use Discord on a computer. Here. There we go. Okay, now you can join the Discord server. Oh, Boris is messaging me again. Okay. Anyway. What was I don't know. Okay, let me actually show you the Snailion from the side, because that's even cooler. I think I know where to find that picture the most easily, which is here. There we go. Save image. Save. Okay, Boris has sent me another message. It's another cat gif. Okay. Thanks for the cat gifs, Boris. No, not a slideshow, just image. There we go. Okay. That one. There we go. Okay. So this is it from the side. It's got a snail shell, which is very cool. And then after I made that, I also made another thing that was also like half Pokemon, half Killjoy. And that is, if I shrink it quickly, okay, that is the Squath, which is half squid, half sloth. And every time I ever say either of their names, I always remember how dumb it sounds. But anyway, yeah. So, half squid, half sloth. So yeah, that's the Squath. And a couple weeks ago, I bought this tiger, which I really like. Let me just grab it. Let me out. My chair is impaling me. Okay, here. I bought this tiger a couple weeks ago, and I like it a lot. And I want to make something similar for this. But so far, I've been distracted making these things so that I can sell them. So, yeah, also the hair has gone crazy. Okay, go back down. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's actually why we're making these. Is because it's parts of the suit. And I've also... Okay, well, the original I've thrown across my bed. Ice Spice Art Alien. I don't know anything about Ice Spice, so... But that's Gerard Way, actually. And then this is another Gerard Way thing, which, yes, I know the face is wonky. Okay, I'm keeping this one, I'm not selling it, so I can't be bothered fixing the face. But anyway, this is Lola, which, let me get a picture of that for reference. Here. All I searched was Gerard, and it comes up with Gerard Way Hesitant Alien. Okay. Where's a picture of him and Lola? It's all just Gerard. Where's Lola? This one's good enough. Okay. Here. See, you can see Gerard with the red hair and the blue suit, and then that's Lola. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. All I know is that she has a giant orange afro. That was red, not orange. Are you colourblind? Actually, it might look orange on camera, maybe. Yeah, actually, it does look kind of orange on camera. No, I mean, it's very clearly red in real. I mean, see, in the shade here, look, see here, you can see, that's like a weird just line, where it just goes from light to dark. But anyway, yeah, you can see it's red, if I put it in the dark here. Anyway. So, yeah, anyway, I love this, actually, I love it so much. I just finished making this today, and I need to make 4 more of those. So yeah, I've got all the pieces in a tub down there, underneath the Mumbo head. Which actually, I guess I can show you guys this as well, because I made this year. Here is Mumbo Jumbo's head, and on the other side, it's my attempt at doing pixel art with crochet to make a Bella face, like, based off the Minecraft cats. Except the Minecraft cats have a different pixel count than the player heads, so I had to, like, get creative with it. But yeah, so I just basically, I mean, I've normally got scissors in there, but they're on my desk right now. And I've just got, like, random stuff in there. And then here, I've got all my crochet hooks and my yarn needles. And I've also got knitting needles, except I don't know how to knit. So I haven't actually needed to use those yet, so I haven't made anything for that. And I've got another message. Yeah, I was going to say, guess who this is from. It's also from Boris. Okay, anyway. So, I've got Discord notifications from other things. It's my server, there's a new member, cool. And then from this server, I don't think this is important. No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, so back to crochet. Actually, let me show Boris what I'm crocheting. A drawing of what I'm crocheting at least, because he wasn't here when I was explaining it. So basically, this, I don't know how well I've like drawn this and explained it, but basically, you cannot see the page because the light is so bright, okay. Anyway, basically, I crochet, yeah, I can show it with this. Okay, basically, I crochet something like this, and then I turn it, and then it's like that, right? So I've done all of those, OMG, a book, specifically a notebook, which is I can't speak Spanish. I know the Spanish words, but I cannot pronounce them. Let me type it. There we go, that's notebook in Spanish. Spanish, yeah, I know some Spanish. I've been learning. Anyway, yeah, so basically, that's the trouser leg. Except the trouser legs are bigger. I've already made all of those. So then, I make something bigger, and then I also do the same thing, and then that's like the waist. Let me get this to show you, okay. So basically, I've got the waist piece, which you can kind of see, like, that's the jacket sewn over it, so underneath is the waist piece, and then you've got the trousers. But then you've also got this bit in the middle, which is what this is. Like that, okay. So then, wee. Okay. Okay, Boris. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, you've got that bit that goes around the waist, and that bit in the middle, and then the trouser legs go there, and that's how I've crocheted the trousers, okay? So, now you know what I'm making. Let's actually make more of them, because I need to make 5, because I've been making 5 of each thing, and I've been doing this for the past, like, 2 months. I've spent, like, I've spent, like, 2 months making 5 of the aliens and 5 Lolas, and I've made all of the alien things. I've thrown them all across my bed, so now I have to, okay. Basically, I've made 5 of these, but I haven't made the suits yet, which is why I'm doing it on stream. And then I've made all the things to make 5 of these, but I need to sew them all together. So, yeah. But right now, I'm just going to focus on doing this, because this is what I need to do right now. Okay. none of what I'm saying makes any sense, but oh well. Okay. There we go. Okay, so 1. Okay, now I need to count again. Okay. 2. 3. I swear the stream gets more entertaining than this, guys. 4. I'm losing my voice as well. 5. 6. 7. No, get in the hole. Oh, I just like the first 2 rows take a minute. But then after that, I'm like really fast. Okay, 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 'Oh my god, just get into the hole that I want you to go in. Okay. 13. 14. 15. See, I could be faster at this, but then it's also like really dark. Like I can't be bothered to go and turn my light on. And then I'm using my phone torch because my ring light died. But then also my camera makes it so that the light cuts off here. So I mean I guess I could just hold it up. But then also like the light's on that side, not this side, so I still can't see. But anyway, okay. So, okay, now, row 2. 1. 2. 'I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I don't know. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I only have to count for the first 2 rows, by the way, guys. And then I can just talk. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. And 16. Get in the... Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now I can just talk to you guys. So, what else have I done this year? Okay, so I've talked about everything I did in January. So, what did I do in February? I actually can't remember. I don't think I did... well, February was my birthday. I was going to say I don't think I did anything that interesting. It was my birthday. So, okay, yeah, so on my birthday... what did I do on my birthday? I don't remember what I did on the day. How do I not remember? I haven't played Minecraft in ages. Neither have I, actually. Well, I have, but, like, barely. I'll talk about that in a minute, but anyway. What did I do on my birthday? Why can I not remember? I don't know. But 2 days after my birthday, on the 8th of February, I had my birthday party at my uncle's house, and that was very fun. It was a dress-up party, because I love dressing up. And I dressed up as Lola. So, yeah, I'll show you guys pictures in a minute. But yeah, so I dressed up as Lola at my birthday party, and then that was very fun. My mum also got a picture of Gerard Way on my birthday cake. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I don't know, what did I do on the day of my birthday? It's annoying me now that I can't actually remember that. Well, actually, you know what else I did in February? Is I spent a lot of time planning the big thing that I'm working on, that the viewers, the imaginary viewers, don't know about. So, yeah. I swear I did more than that in February, though. Also, the wool's coming out in, like, a really slow way, and it's really, like, annoying me. Anyway, however, I went to put this in the hole and then it just, okay. Has Boris left? Did I get too boring for him? Oh, I've got one, actually I've got 3 Discord messages. I'll look at those in a second. Oh yeah, so February I have no memory of, apparently. I'm here, okay. Oh yeah, I just apparently have no memory of February. Why can I not remember February? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I've got one from a different person that isn't Boris. Okay. I am paying $35 for Sky TV. Is that an ad? I think that's just an ad. Turn me into SpongeBob. Okay, Boris is just sending me random stuff. Scar sent me a picture of their cat, so that's cool. Anyway, what did I do in February? I don't know. I mean, I can grab my other notebook and see if I've written anything in there. Okay, yeah, okay, hold on. I'm doing that just because it's not even that important. It's just annoying me that I can't remember an entire month. Like, an entire month is just gone from my memory. Okay, hold on. I'm turning my camera off when I stand up because I'm in my pajamas. And you guys, I mean, you saw my Kevin the Carrot pajamas on the Spookless stream. But apart from that, you guys don't deserve to see my pajamas. Okay, anyway. There we go, okay. So, let me see, did I write anything? Okay, so that's January. That's January. That's 3 days of February, okay. So the 5th of February, what did I do on the 5th of February? I'm not reading this out loud for you guys, by the way. Oh, I made the Lola mask. Let me get pictures of that for you guys, actually. I've got another message from Boris. Very scary, open if you dare. Okay. Oh, it's like, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I had to click on the thing. I thought, no, read. What, read out, like, my life to you guys. It's very boring, you know. Anyway, yeah, it said open if you dare, so I clicked on it, and it just says spoiler_images, and I thought that was the image, and then I clicked on it, and it took me to my browser, and it's a picture of Jack Black as Steve. Actually, I don't even think that's as Steve. I think that's just him. They didn't even try making him look different for Steve. They just made him himself. Anyway, I don't know if I've sent anyone any pictures of me in that Lola outfit on Discord. No, I don't think so. Okay, hold on. Let me get the pictures then, so you guys can see. Okay, I'll blind you first, though. There you go. Get blinded. Let me see. Let me find pictures of me in the Lola outfit for my birthday party. Let's see. I've got, like, no pictures from this year. The 6th of that was, the day before my birthday. I've got barely any pictures of it. Okay, well, here's the Lola mask. It looks really uneven, like, when I show it like that. I mean, it was uneven, but, like, it doesn't look that uneven in real life, okay? And then, like, the only other picture I have of it is this really shitty one. But I took a picture of it on my camera, and then took a picture of the camera screen, and then I accidentally ended up losing all of the pictures from that day. So this is the only picture from that day that I still have. So yeah, you can see my brother there, as a pink shark, and then I was there as Lola. So, yeah. So that was my birthday party. Anyway, so, let me blind myself again. Cool. Okay, so what did I do? Okay. So yeah, I finished the mask on the 5th of February. And then, this is Wednesday, so I went to my youth group, and I talked about Lola. I can't read my own handwriting. Oh yeah, I talked about my puppy. And then it's my birthday tomorrow. So now on my birthday, I woke up at 7:30 a.m. Why? Why would I wake up that early? Okay, anyway. We went out at 11ish. And then what did we do? Oh, we went charity shopping. Oh yeah, I got a Fall Out Boy CD. Yeah, okay, I remember what I did on my birthday now. Okay, so yeah, basically the most interesting things, we went charity shopping. Then I took Leia out on a walk, and then some family came over, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay. And then on the 8th of February, I didn't write anything on the 7th, probably because I did nothing that day. What did I do? Yeah, this is all boring stuff. Oh, I taught my dog about My Chemical Romance. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. For Halloween, I was a cosplay of my OC. That's cool. Oh yeah, I did that in 2023, didn't I? I cosplayed C Ace. Anyway, so I went to my uncle's house. Okay. I don't know if I can talk about this stuff. Okay. Yeah, so basically I didn't really do much. We just kind of talked and stuff. Okay, did I do anything else? Okay, the 27th of February. What did I do on the 27th of February? Is this... Hello? Oh, it's not actually, like, a thing. It's, like... Okay. So, yeah, that's not actually talking about what I did on the day. Okay. So I did, like, nothing in February, apparently. Which is why I can't remember any of it. I can't believe I couldn't remember, like, any of my birthday. That was, like, crazy. But anyway. What row was I on here? I can't see. I think that was the 4th row. Yeah, I'm gonna say the 4th row, okay. So, yeah, so that was February. I did nothing. Apart from my birthday, which was fall... I tried saying fun and cool at the same time and just said fall. But yeah. So yeah, my birthday was fun. We went charity shopping. And then on the 8th, I had a dress-up party, and I dressed up as Lola. What did I dress up as? Oh yeah, for Halloween. Did I talk about Halloween? I don't know. I can't wait for my birthday this year. Yeah, your birthday's at, like, the end of the year. I think, if I remember right, it's the 5th of December. Because I'm always really good at remembering numbers. But clearly I'm not good at remembering anything else, including my birthday. Yeah? Okay, cool. Anyway. So... March. What did I do? Okay, well, actually, at the start of March, I went up to see my uncle for his birthday in Birmingham. Which also, if you, everyone in the chat right now, don't dox yourselves, okay? I don't want to hear where anyone lives. But yeah, so I went up to Birmingham at the start of March, and it was kind of boring, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the most we did was we went, like, crazy golfing, because for some reason he just loves crazy golf. And that was, like, it. Bias! Why do you think I just said no one in the chat dox yourselves? But yeah, I was meant to tell you that I was in Birmingham. But I like, forgot. Because I said to Michael, like, should we tell Boris? And then he was like, I don't know. And I was meant to, but I forgot. Because I was also exhausted. That's scary, the place. I mean, it was very busy for me. But I think that's, like, I don't know where in Birmingham we went. But I don't know. It was, like, it was a very busy place. And it was just, like, too much for me. Because it was, like, in the city. Okay, I'm not used to, like, living in a city. It's scarily close. Stop doxing yourselves! Okay, anyway. So. What row am I on? Okay, I think that's 6 rows. I can't tell because I've done. Okay, so normally when I crochet, I do the foundation chain and then I do the first row on that and then I just carry on from there. But I've tried a different technique for this. So I've done the first row and the foundation chain at the same time. But it also means that I have no idea how I'm meant to be counting the rows. I think that's 5 or 6. I'm gonna say 6. But yeah, anyway. So that was kind of boring. Honestly, my whole life is just boring. I've just been crocheting and doing nothing, basically. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's also stuff that I don't know if I can mention on Twitch. Like, I don't know if I can talk about some things on Twitch, because I don't know how strict they are with rules and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so, what else did I do in March? I know I did more, because that was like the first 2 days of March. I was in Birmingham. And then what else did I do? I don't know. I mean, I've been walking, I've been trying to walk my dog every day. Which started, like, not long after that, I think. Oh yeah, also in Birmingham, I got, like, no sleep, because we all stayed in a Premier Inn. I basically played Fortnite and recently started playing Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I just have, like, a very Bella, can you shut up? You're distracting me. You're distracting me. You're distracting me. Meow. What? What? I just meow back at her and she shuts up. Anyway. Let me see. Let me compare that to that. Is that the same height? I think one more row. Okay. Anyway, so. Oh yeah, Springtrap comes out today on DVD, right? I have no idea what Dead by Daylight is. Actually, I think I might know what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Meow! Yeah, see that? And she always just shuts up whenever I meow back at her, but anyway. What was I? Okay, March. What did I did nothing in March. I've done nothing with my life. I mean, I think I made Lola in March. And then I started making Alien Gerard at the end of March. So yeah, that's what I did in March basically. Oh yeah, okay, back to being in Birmingham. I was like exhausted the whole time because we were staying in a Premier Inn, which was just like one room, and my dad snores so loudly, and like my head was here and his head was like it was, so we had like a sofa bed and then like a really shitty bed, which I had to sleep on, but I didn't really care because I'll sleep like anywhere. And then we had a double bed, which was like the most comfortable bed, and my mum and my brother slept on that. So my dad was on the sofa bed, yeah, and his head was here, and then my bed was like this, and my head was here. So like, I just couldn't sleep. And then the rest of the time he had his head the other way, so like I could sleep then, just barely. But yeah, so that was what Birmingham was like. I feel like I've done too many rows now. Okay, I've done 8 rows instead of 7. Okay. I'm getting too distracted just talking. And I'm forgetting what I'm doing. In April, my ice hockey team that I watch won their playoffs. That's cool. I don't know what that means, because I know nothing about sports, but that's cool. So yeah, April. What did I do in April? That was last month. What did I do last month? I don't think... I've just been making more of the things that I want to sell. That's actually all I've done the past 2 months. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that is just it. You know what, actually, recently I've made a Minecraft realm for my mum's friend, who, okay, hold on, I need to go quiet now so I can count because I'm starting the next thing, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 'It's really hard just starting the next stitch when I'm doing this. 15, 16. Okay, cool. So that's the first row done. It's Pride Month next month. Actually, that's true. Let me count this next row and then I'll keep talking to you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This last one is more difficult to do. Okay, so, okay, so, what was I planning on talking about? I can't remember. Bella won't show. Oh yeah, okay, the Minecraft realm. I made a Minecraft realm for my mom's friend, who, like, basically does stuff with kids. Like, she does, like, forest school stuff, which I don't know if they have in America, but there's no one American watching this right now, so I don't care. Ricky Spanish. Ricky Spanish? I don't know what that means. Bella! Shush! Shush, Bella! Shush! Anyway, yeah, so Bella! As soon as I started talking again, she just meow. Yeah, I know, she keeps meowing. She won't shut up. Anyway, so yeah, so I made like the spawn for that and stuff, and there's like 2 survival areas and 2 creative areas, and basically only 2 people are using it. But, you know, they really like it, and they also want me to play with them, and they want to meet me, like, in real life. And it's like, I've just been too busy, and when I'm not busy, I'm exhausted. Because actually, one thing I can talk about is I've seen multiple doctors this year. I mean, I've seen a lot of doctors the past, like, year and a half. Because I feel like I've always talked, like, okay, so basically, since 2023, at some point, hold on, I've got 2 Discord messages from Boris. Boris, what are you, like, what was that? I played, like, the first couple seconds. Boris, what was that? I assume you wanted that to play on the stream, but I've got my desktop audio muted because I've been listening to music. But what was that? Anyway, so, I don't even know what I was, oh yeah, so since, like, 2023, I don't know when, no, I don't know when, but, because I've always thought it was August, but then the other day I tried to find when I started talking about being tired, and it looks more like it was the start of October, but then, like, my memories don't make any sense, like, they don't match up with that, and I don't know, basically. But just, like, one day, in 2023, in the last quarter of 2023, I just felt, like, really tired, and since then, I've been talking loads about just feeling tired all the time. And I don't know if I've actually explained properly why I feel tired or not. Like, I might have before, but even if I have, I know more about it now, so I guess I can talk about it again. Was that the 3rd row? I'm assuming that was the 3rd row, I don't really know. But anyway, so, basically, I woke up one day in 2023 and I just felt really tired. And there's no way of figuring out exactly what day. Well, there was one way, because someone was having a sleepover at my house and she was meant to stay 2 nights, but after one night I just I just pretended I was really ill. Because really I was ill, but just not like normal ill, you know? So my mum had to message her mum so that she could go home early, or just to tell her that they were like dropping her off home early. And that message was like, would be like the only way of telling what day that was. But my mum deleted all of her messages with that person. So really, there's no way of like being able to tell what day that was. That was like the only way I could tell. And now, okay, anyway. So, I just woke up and was like exhausted. And ever since that day, I've been exhausted. And at first, I think that was the fourth row. At first, it was just because I had an iron deficiency. So basically, at the start of 2024, I was still really tired. So I had a doctor's appointment. And she set me up for a blood test a month from like that doctor's appointment, which was crazy because it was a 5 minute. Actually, no, my blood test, like, I'm really good at taking blood tests because that was like my first one ever. And normally like they'll say that they're running behind, and then like I'm in there for like a minute, and then they're like, oh well, I think I'm actually back on time now. So yeah, that proves how like short, like how little amount of time it would have taken to get me booked in for a blood test, and I had to wait a month. Actually, I think I might have had to wait 2 months because they delayed it like another 3 weeks. But anyway, yeah. So basically, I had to wait like a month or two to get a blood test, and by that point it was like almost March 2024. Bella, can you shut up? You can see her there. Shush. 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 She's just got glowing green eyes. She looks evil. Anyway. Shush. Shush. God, she's annoying. Anyway. So basically, yeah, I had a blood test done, and I found out I had an iron deficiency. And I don't know, because okay, at first they said I was anemic, and then they, a couple months later, said it was just an iron deficiency, so I don't really know. I feel like the doctors near me aren't that great. But, yeah, so basically, I had to take iron for, like, months, and then I was still feeling tired, like, exhausted. So, I saw another doctor, and she just basically told me to go to sleep earlier. And, well, actually, no, she said to, like, stop eating after 7 p.m. and try and go to sleep at, like, 11 p.m. Which is the time I was normally going to sleep anyway. But it just so happened that, like, the week before this doctor's appointment, I just suddenly wasn't able to sleep until, like, 2 a.m. And I don't know why. I think, actually, I started using TikTok again that week. Because, like, that whole year up until that point, I hadn't used TikTok. But then I started using TikTok again, and then suddenly I was falling asleep at 2 a.m. every night instead of 11 p.m. So, you know. I wasn't even, like, staying up until 2 a.m. Like, I was laying in bed for hours trying to sleep, and anyway. So, yeah, basically. So she just said to go to sleep at 11 p.m, which is the time I would normally go to sleep anyway, and stop eating after 7 p.m. So, I didn't listen to that, and instead I went and Googled some stuff, and I found out that actually melatonin, I think I cut that off a row too early. Oh, well, it's fine. It's not going to make that big of a difference. Anyway, I found out that melatonin can actually make you tired during the day. Which, my doctor didn't tell me that. Well, I say it was just like a doctor. I don't actually have a specific doctor. But, yeah. Even though I actually told her that, like, I take melatonin to help me sleep at night. And she never mentioned once that, like, it would be bad, or that, like, it could be causing some of my tiredness. So I stopped taking melatonin to fall asleep at night. And it, like, and suddenly I could sleep. Or, no, not suddenly. Suddenly... So, okay, my brain isn't working. Okay, so suddenly, I was slightly less tired during the day, and I could sleep, so, yeah. I'm gonna try and talk while I count this time, just so that I don't bore you guys, and also so I don't forget where I am with this. So, yeah, but I was still tired, but I was slightly less tired. And at that point, it was like summer 2024. It was like June, July, I think. So yeah. And will this crochet hook do what I want it to do? Okay, get in the hole. Okay, hold on. There we go, okay. So yeah. So basically, I was still really tired. And I was also still feeling like lightheaded when I stood up and stuff. And yeah. So then I saw another doctor at some point. Honestly, I started losing track at this point. And basically, hold on, let me just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Okay. Is that, okay, hold on. Guys, I'm losing count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yeah, so basically I saw another doctor and she tried to tell me I was depressed, and I was like, actually, I'm not depressed. My mental health is great. But then, because basically I was having times where like I'd be like everything would be like normal, and then suddenly I'd just start feeling really, really tired again. And then that's what would make me sad, because like I would be like fine and my mental health would be great, and then I'd suddenly just not be able to do anything, and then I'd be sad because I couldn't do anything, right? And my doctor was trying to tell me that I was depressed and that's why I was so tired, and I was like, no, that's just like not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, well, to be fair, my mental health wasn't great at the time, but like I wasn't like, it wasn't the cause of my problems, you know, like my like, yeah. Can you shush, Bella? Anyway, so at that point, I'd been ill for like a year, right? And this was also like Batter SMP season 2 had started at this point. Shush. Shush. What, you just want attention? Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Bella? Okay, come here. Come here, Bella. Come here. Come here. You're gonna knock my water bottle over. Okay, come here. Come here, Bella. Come here. Okay, get your leg on the desk. Oh, there you go. See, I could give you attention if you just asked me for it instead of screaming at the wall. Anyway, so yeah. So then we couldn't get a doctor's appointment after that. So that was like September or August, I think. And we couldn't get another appointment after that until like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not very good at this, am I? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Until November 1st. And that was a phone call appointment. So that like wasn't helpful at all. My mum just basically told them all the same stuff. So that just like really wasn't helpful. Like they had no advice on that. And then I started feeling like really bad again. So like the most tired. So basically I'd be like the most tired, and then I started taking iron, and then I felt a bit better but still tired. And then I felt the most tired, so I stopped taking melatonin, and then I still felt tired but not as bad. And then I started feeling like the most tired again. So I was Googling stuff, and I realised that actually having too much iron can make you feel like that. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So yeah, so basically if you have too much iron, then it can make you feel that, and then also like loads of other symptoms which I was having. So I stopped taking the iron. And I still take it, but like really small amounts of it, just to keep my iron levels up. So yeah. And then I'm trying to think. So where at this point am I? Well, actually, at this point, I had also tried. So at the end of October, I tried drinking more water, because someone told me that I wasn't drinking enough water. So I did that, and then I became very like overhydrated. Like I couldn't walk straight, and I already can't walk straight, but like I really couldn't walk straight. Like I tried, like I remember specifically it was Halloween, and I was in the garden, and Bella was in the garden, so I was walking towards her, and I tried walking this way, and I walked that way That's how much I couldn't walk straight, right? So that's how overhydrated I was. And then later that night I had to, like, and Halloween is like my favourite, like, time of the year, because I love dressing up, right? And I had to spend it laying in bed because, like, I was having, like, really bad stomach pains and back pains, which is another sign of overhydration. So clearly I was drinking too much water at that point, okay? So then I told this person that recommended me, like, to drink more water. I told them that. And they told me that I'm probably just traumatized. And that's what's caused all of these symptoms. You know, like just, you know, constantly being fatigued, unable to stand up without, like, nearly fainting. Yeah, apparently that's all trauma. And it's all just in my head. And apparently it's some trauma that I don't even realise I have. Because I think I would know if I was traumatized. Because they were trying to say that, like, I had some trauma that had happened around the time that I started feeling ill. Even though nothing was going on at that time. Like you could see, like, I was streaming, like, 3 times a week. And then suddenly I stopped because I was, like, feeling really, like, tired and I just couldn't do it anymore. So, yeah. Apparently some trauma happened then that I just have no idea of. But yeah, so, you know, clearly that just wasn't true. So I just completely, like, ignored that. And I was still feeling ill. So then, at the start of this year, I spoke to another doctor, and she told me that I was just stressed and that I wasn't drinking enough water. And that was after I had said to her that I tried drinking more water and I couldn't walk straight, and she interrupted me and was like, how much did you try drinking? And I said probably about 3 litres a day. And then she asked how much do you normally drink a day? And I said about, like, 1.5 litres. And she was like, that's not enough, you should be drinking more. Doctors really annoy me. Like, I drank more water and I couldn't walk straight. Maybe try drinking more water. What? Anyway. So, yeah. And then she tried telling me that I was just stressed because I'm homeschooled. Which feels like an oxymoron, honestly, because school was the thing that was causing me so much stress that I had to be homeschooled. So, I don't know. Nothing really makes sense there. I know, I think that was the 3rd row. I don't know. Anyway. So that was the start of this year, because also, in December, it was obviously Christmas time, so at the last session of my Wednesday youth group, we had a Christmas party, and it was very fun, except I did way too much, and I ended up being exhausted for 2 months after that, and I also started having chronic pain, which is just not great. So, yeah, so that was also, like, one thing that I talked to that doctor in January about was, like, having, like, pains. I think I talked to her about that at least. So, yeah. And then I had to wait, like, 2 months after that to get another doctor's appointment to still talk about stuff, because, like, I, like, want to know what's wrong with me. Like, at this point, I don't even care if it stops or not, because I'm so used to it. I just want to know what is wrong, you know? So, yeah. So I spoke to another doctor, and she was actually more helpful. She explained to me why my PC crashed. Oh. I don't really know what to say to that. I'm back. Okay, I don't know when you left, but I've just been talking about, like, my whole life for the past 2 years. Just feeling ill, basically. So also, about halfway through last year, I started looking at just basically, like, what my symptoms could be. And I've realised I have basically every single symptoms of POTS, which is postural orthostatic something. I don't know. I don't know, it's something like that. But it's basically where, like, you stand up and your heart rate goes up by at least 30, like, beats per minute. And that's how you know if you have POTS. Except my heart rate wasn't doing that. So I had all the symptoms of it, but I didn't have it, basically. So yeah, so the doctors also ruled that out in January, at that doctor's appointment. So then in March, I think it was March. Something like that. Hello, Bella. Do you want more attention again? Okay, come here. Come here, Bella. Stop sniffing my straw. You're gonna get cat germs all over it. Okay, what do you want? Anyway, so in March, this doctor explained to me that screens, even with like screen filters on them and stuff to make to block out the blue light, they still tell your brain that it's morning. Because I knew that blue light could do that, but I didn't know that it could still do that if you had like a filter on your screen to like block out the blue light, basically. Because I have that on all of my screens to help with headaches. So yeah, so she explained that to me. So for a few days, I didn't use my phone after 8 p.m. She won't shut up. I don't know what she wants. Look, do you want more food? I can fill up your bottle. Hold on, I'm gonna fill up. Did I just say bottle? I meant bowl. Anyway, I'm gonna fill up her bowl with more biscuits. Okay, come here, Belle. Oh, are you thirsty, actually? You have no water, I've just realised. Okay. Hold on, Belle. Let me fill that up for you. There you go. And then let me go get you more water. Okay, guys, I'm getting my cat more water. I will be back. Just entertain yourselves. My room is a mess. Okay, there you go, Bella. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So, where was I? Was talking about everything. Oh yeah, so for a few days, I stopped using my phone past 8 p.m. Or I think more like 9 p.m. And I was just feeling more tired. And I was struggling even more with falling asleep. And I was also feeling even more tired throughout the day. So I was like, this isn't working. And then I also became actually ill, like I got a cold. So that just made me even more tired than I normally am. So I actually, I tried reading, because I was reading books instead of going on my phone. And my brain wasn't processing any of the words. So I just basically, I couldn't read. And, and I also couldn't crochet because I'd crocheted so much that, my shoulder was hurting. So, I literally, was unable to crochet. And I also, this was the end of February, I remember now. This was the end, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So, let me think, what was I saying? Okay, yeah, so I couldn't crochet, I couldn't read. So, I wasn't just going to stare at a ceiling for hours. So, I decided to go on my phone and was like, when I'm feeling less tired, I will try not using my screen again before I go to sleep. And then that time just hasn't come yet because I have been so tired. So, yeah, basically. And also, it just wasn't helping either. It was taking me longer to fall asleep when I wasn't using my phone before bed. So, yeah, I kind of just gave up with that. And since then, I haven't seen any more doctors. Well, none that I can remember. Well, I had a blood test, a couple months ago. So, yeah. I don't even know what that blood test was for. But I've also, in between doctor's appointments, I've been blood tested for, everything that I could possibly have. This last one was just to, test for things that, I probably don't have, but, it can cause these symptoms, so, just being sure, And, yeah. So, basically, I have no idea what's wrong with me. And I think the most likely thing is that I have chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as CFS, also known as ME, which I don't know the full version of that name, because it's a really confusing word, so I don't know how to say. So, yeah. So, basically, it's a lot more than chronic fatigue, but that is, the main part of it, So, I'm basically just, always really tired. And then also, I probably have, on top of that, fibromyalgia, because that would explain all the chronic pain I've been having, and just basically, like, it would explain a lot of things. Um, so basically, I think I had chronic fatigue syndrome in 2023, but I still have it, because it doesn't go away. Unless, well, actually, the good thing about these two things is that if you have them, like, if you develop them at a young age, then there is a chance that you can grow out of them. Whereas, like, if you develop them as an adult, then, like, you're not going to grow out of them, basically. So, yeah. So basically, I think I got chronic fatigue syndrome in 2023, and then at the end of last year, I got fibro, because that would explain why I've been in just pain this year. Like, everything, like, every part of my life has just felt more painful than normal, and I've just been thinking, like, haven't really, like, been bothered by it, really. But I've recently realised, like, that's probably not normal. So, yeah, basically. Bella, can you actually stop it now? I don't know what she wants. Because if I let her out, she's just going to come back in, because she always does. I don't know. Anyway, how many of these have I made? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, basically, to explain why I've been live for nearly 2 hours, wow. To explain why I've been so tired the past, like, 2 years almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? Yeah. I probably have chronic fatigue syndrome and also fibromyalgia, but nothing's been diagnosed, so it could be something completely different with the same symptoms. So, yeah. Oh, I'm counting. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so basically, I just have some kind of chronic illness at least. So yeah, that's why I've been so tired all the time, and it's also just what it explains a lot of other things. But the main one that affects me, or like affects my streaming, and it affects just being able to talk to people, is I've just been tired all the time. So yeah, I mean, I've got like a whole list of things, but that's like the main thing. So yeah, that's basically just why I felt so ill. And I feel like also like you guys saw me before that as well. Like cuz I've been streaming for like so long. I like you guys just saw me like just progressively get more tired. So, yeah. And hopefully I'll grow out of it, cuz you can. But then that's only if it is chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, because we don't know what it is, like, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. There's also other things that don't go away, that also have, like, the same symptoms. Like MS, which is a lot more serious, but it also has the same symptoms as, like, chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. So, things like that, except my mum has both of those things, like chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS and fibromyalgia. So, that's why I probably most likely have those as well. So yeah, I don't think it would be anything like more serious than that, just because, like, with genetics, you're more likely to, like, develop that if your parents have it, so, yeah. Which really, like, doesn't make much sense, if you think about it, because, like, she got it after I was born, but then genetics still says that because of that, I am more likely to have it, like, I don't know. But anyway. So yeah, that's why I'm so tired all the time. And yeah, that's just basically why I've barely streamed the past, like, year and a half. But also, it's my 2-year anniversary of streaming on the 13th of June. So I'm going to be doing a stream for that. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing yet, but I'm also going to be doing it with Boris. So me and him will work something out, I'm sure. Um, and yet no one's talking in the chat. Did you guys die? Did I kill you with just like my boring like medical conversation? Anyway, okay, so this is the fourth row. Guys, remind me, this is the fourth row, if I forget. Also, this ball of wool's being like really annoying. So it's like taking me longer to do stuff because it's just not how it should be. With me? Yeah, with you. Is the stream delay that bad? Is that how bad the stream delay is? Anyway, what row was I on? Do you still have Steam? I think so. If not, then I can download it again. But like we'll talk about that stuff in VC, because I want it to be a surprise for the imaginary viewers. I want my streams to be a surprise, but then like no one watches it apart from the people that like already know about it. So, you know, it's not really surprising anyone, but yeah. Like the big thing we have planned, that probably won't even get uploaded until like months from now. Anyway, was I on the fifth row? I think I was on the fifth row. Was I on the fourth or the fifth row? I don't know. But that also like all that stuff I was talking about, that explains my memory problems. And then there's also... Alright, because there is a game we could do. Okay, cool. Anyway, so, yeah, it explains all my memory problems, because, with fibromyalgia, there's a thing called brain fog, which is basically where you're kind of dumb. Basically, that's what it does. So, like, all the times I mess up what I'm saying, that's just basically what brain fog is. So yeah, I deal with that a lot, especially when I'm crocheting. Like, I'll just, like, make, like, a dumb mistake. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about, really. I mean, I could talk more about, like, all the problems I've been having. Like, there have been times where I've, like, been in so much pain that I can't walk. But, you know, I don't think you guys want to listen to me rant about that. Bella, can you shush? Where have you even gone? Oh, you're here. Hello, Bella. Look, come back onto my desk. Come on. Come on, Bella. Come on. What? What, Bella? I don't know what she wants. What? What, you just wanted to sit there? Is that what you wanted? I think all she wanted is just to sit here. Okay, anyway, yeah, so my year's been pretty boring so far, really. I've just been, well, it's not been boring for me, but, like, it's not, like, anything really interesting has happened. I've just been doing a lot of making things, so, which I find fun, but a lot of people don't find fun, so, yeah. I've been planning stuff that I can't talk about on stream. Let me think, is there anything else I can talk about? I don't know. Hello, Bella. Hello. Is this all you wanted? You've been screaming at me for the past hour and you just wanted to sit there. Why does your paw look so red? Oh, you've got fluff. Hey! I was getting the fluff! Don't have to scratch me. Anyway, I think, which row am I on? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about, really. I mean, we're 2 hours into the stream now. I've been finding out a bunch of stuff about My Chemical Romance, but I don't think anyone really cares about that. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about now. I've spoken about, like, everything. I've explained... I mean, the main thing that I feel like I had to explain was just why I've been so tired, which is why I haven't streamed. Bella's screaming again. Can you shush? Shush. 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 Shush, Bella. Shush. You know, I think this is the longest stream I've done in a while. Actually, well, obviously it's, like, in a while, but I mean, like, I feel like the last, like, lot of streams that I've done have all been 1 hour. Unless I'm just remembering wrong, but I don't know. I feel like I get tired after an hour, but then, oh yeah, I drank coffee at the start of this, that's why. That's why I'm not tired yet. It was also probably a bad idea to drink coffee at, like, 6:30, but, oh well. I haven't been sleeping anyway, so I just won't be able to sleep even more. There we go. Okay, so I've made 5 of these now, which is the amount I had to do. And now I have to do that, but instead of 16 chains, I have to do 50, which is going to take, like, a lot longer. I also need to figure out, like, what is wrong with this ball of wool. Why is it, like, being annoying like this? Hold on. It's because, like, both ends were in the middle. But then, like, I don't know what's, like... I don't know how this happens to wool. Because it's, like, happened with, like, the green balls of wool I use as well, which is, like, a completely different brand. But yeah, I don't know. It's, like, both ends were in the middle, so they both get, like, tangled up and stuff. And it's, like, I don't even know. Okay. I don't think this is helping. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I think that's, like, all I've had to talk about. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get back into streaming and making videos soon. I just want to get this thing that I'm making. I nearly said what it was then. I want to get this thing that I'm making done, and then I can really properly get back into content creation. And also, what have I done here? And then, I can get back into streaming and stuff. And I'll also, have finished, making all the things that I'm gonna sell. Which also, I want to try and sell them for, like, £100 each. Which seems really expensive. I got my hair cut today. That's cool. Anyway, which seems really expensive. But it's actually, why is my eye, like... I don't know. My eye feels weird. Anyway. It's like I've spent hundreds of pounds on wool just to make these things. So, you know, like I need to earn back the money for that. And then also it takes me, like, months, clearly. It's been 2 months that I've been working on these things. So, yeah, it takes me about, like, a week to do the aliens. And then the original Lola, it took me, like, a weekend. But then, that's also more expensive to make. And I also don't know, because, like, this is, like, a completely different pattern now. So I don't know how long it's going to take to make one of those. Because I've been making, like, all, like, the heads, and then all the arms, and then all the legs, and like, doing it in that order. So I haven't actually made one individually yet. But I will at some point, and I'll see how long it takes me. Because also, when I say, like, a week or a weekend, I mean, like, a week or a weekend of, like, non-stop crocheting. So, yeah, anyway. I don't know what I've done with this ball of wool, still. Like, I was trying to fix it, and I've just made the problem worse, I think. Okay, well, there's one end. Which end is that? That's the end that's in the middle. Okay. So that's the end that I need. Yeah, I have nothing else to talk about, really. Actually, one thing I can talk about is Spotify Wrapped last year. I was in 0.005% of all My Chemical Romance listeners, or something like that. But the thing is, that was only the amount I listened to them on Spotify. That didn't include... Okay, how do I have 2 ends? I thought there was another end over here. Do I have 3 ends of wool? I'm so confused. Anyway, That only counts the amount I listen to him on Spotify, and I've got like CDs and stuff. So I've decided to do my own Spotify Wrapped, which is basically every time I listen to music, I write it down and stuff, so I can actually figure out how much I spent listening to My Chemical Romance, because I can't remember what it was last year, and I also can't be bothered to check my Spotify Wrapped right now, because I'm trying to figure out what I've done with this ball of wool. I've like really messed it up. And it also still hasn't solved my problem either, is like the annoying thing about this. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna wrap this around here, and I'll get to it when I get to it, okay? So, here we go, okay. Cool, I've made the problem worse, but it's fine. I'll sort that out another time. Because I think I'm gonna end the stream in a minute. So, yeah, okay. I have a Discord message. Editing whilst listening. You know, honestly, I'm surprised you guys are both still, like, on the stream. Because I feel like I'm not a very entertaining person, but, you know. I forgot who I was a top viewer of on Spotify. Let me see my Spotify Wrapped, now that I've given up that ball of wool. Blind you guys again. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, Mumbo Jumbo uploaded a new video. I'll watch that in a minute. Or after the stream. Okay, that's just not the right thing. Here. Scroll down to December. That's March. That's... Where is it? Here, okay. So, I listen to music on Spotify. So, this is only from March onwards, because that's when I made my Spotify account. So, I listened to music for 40,000 minutes. 40,847 minutes. And I was top 7% of listeners worldwide. I played 916 songs. I don't even think I could name that many songs. I was about to say I don't think I could name 100, but at the start of the stream, which you guys weren't here for, instead of doing a starting soon, I just did a My Chemical Romance song quiz, where I named, like, all of their songs. Well, up to 2018, because that's when the quiz was made. And, yeah. I remember I was in, like, 1% of YouTube growing view. I think I was in 0.2% of Mumbo Jumbo fans. So, yeah. Which is crazy, because I only just started watching him last year. Anyway, so my top song was Early Sunsets Over Monroeville by My Chemical Romance. And I played that 281 times. And I was in top 0.001% of listeners for that song. Which is crazy. Here's my top 5. You can't actually read that, but oh well. You can guess. July, according to Spotify Wrapped, was my Goblin Core Permanent Wave Indie Rock season. And I don't know what any of that means. What is Goblin Core? I don't know. But anyway, my top artist was My Chemical Romance, with 24,119 minutes listened. Now, I think I probably listened to about double that. But that's only on my Spotify accounts from last year, so... Last year's Spotify Wrapped scared me. Yeah, it was so disappointing. Like I was looking forward to seeing what genres I listened to, which I guess it kind of says. Except I don't think Goblin Core is a genre, but, you know. So, yeah. But anyway, I was top 0.005% of listeners for My Chemical Romance. And my top artists, you can guess again, because you just can't read that. Okay. Anyway, yeah. That was my Spotify Wrapped. What's my user? Oh, it doesn't say your username, it says spotifywrapped.com. Or spotify.com/wrapped. And August was my liminal humming lo-fi indie moment. What does any of that mean? And then it also just listed like a bunch of artists that I've never heard of before. So I don't know how that was August for me, but you know. And then the next screenshot is one showing my actual top artists. Because here it lists my top artists as My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way, Fall Out Boy, Frank Iero, and Los Campesinos. But the thing is, I felt like that was wrong, okay? So I used multiple other sources. So there's, what's the app called? It's stats.fm, shows your Spotify stats, and you can show them from the past year. So I did that, and it listed my top 5 as My Chemical Romance, Ricky Jamraz, Fall Out Boy, Gerard Way, and Frank Iero. Okay? And then there was also this Google thing that people were talking about on TikTok, but you, like, do something, and you put it into this thing, and then it tells you your actual Spotify Wrapped, and it listed the same 5 artists. So Spotify Wrapped was wrong, and these other 2 things were correct. And I remember specifically I wanted to figure that out, because I felt like Ricky Jamraz should have been in my top 5. And I was disappointed that he wasn't, but he actually was, it turns out, so. I'm disappointed that Los Campesinos wasn't, though. Because I feel like I listened to them more than Frank Iero, but I don't know. But yeah. Let me see my YouTube Wrapped. Is it called YouTube? I don't know what it's called. My top creators for YouTube. Oh, well, I can't say that guy. He's become bad now. Oh, on YouTube Music. So this was from January, like halfway through January, because that's when I started listening to My Chemical Romance. So that was from about then to like the start of March. I was in 0.1% of My Chemical Romance listeners for YouTube Music. And I listened to them 125 times as much as the average listener. And now, I know not a lot of people use YouTube Music, but I feel like that is still kind of insane. And then my top podcast on YouTube is the Imp and Skiz podcast, which I apparently spent 556 minutes listening to. And my top artists on YouTube Music were My Chemical Romance, Los Campesinos. See, that's why I thought it would be Imp and Skiz, yeah. Anyway, that's why I thought they would be in my Spotify app, because they were number 2 on YouTube Music. Anyway, Green Day, The Killers, and Paramore, so. Yeah, and I listened to 19,930 minutes on YouTube Music. So yeah, I love statistics. let me see here. So I've got a Google Doc with all the music I've listened to so far this year. The first thing I listened to was 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. Imps VODs was my most watched YouTube channel last year, because I used to always fall asleep to him. Yeah, I don't really watch Impulse and Skiz individually, but, like, I watch their podcast. Well, I want to watch them, but, like, I just don't have time to catch up with their Hermitcraft seasons. But anyway, so basically, you can see I've listened to a lot of music this year. So I just say what I listened to, and then what I listened to it on, and then how long I was listening to it for, and then where I listened to it, and what I was doing while listening to it. Because I feel like those are all, like, really, like, interesting things to see. So, yeah, today, how much music have I listened to today? Well, I've been listening to this playlist. How long is this playlist? I've got probably like an hour and a bit left on this playlist, I think. And this playlist is 7 hours long. So, that's 6 hours plus 5 hours. Today I've listened to music for about 11 hours. That's crazy. But yeah. So... But I've never intendedly watched Impulse. I didn't realise it's been 2 hours since you started streaming. Yo, you and Boris got here about 40 minutes in, I think. And now, just because I don't want to end the stream yet, let's do the My Chemical Romance song quiz again. List every MCR song. There we go. Let me move all the stuff off my desk so that I can actually use my keyboard. So also, I'm like really bad at typing, by the way. I swear this is what I searched for before. To get that quiz, and now it's not coming up. Oh my god, My Chemical Romance song tier list? Okay, different plan. Oh my god, okay. Okay, guys, we're doing this now. Okay. My Chemical Romance song tier list. Okay, romance, honestly, is not that great. Why is this listed like this? Can I, like, get rid of... I just want the normal tier list. That deletes them, apparently. Okay, well, actually, wait, no, it doesn't. Okay, wait, hold on. What have I done? Settings. Okay, delete. And then let's delete that and delete that. Okay, so it's just A, B, C, D. Doesn't it normally go to, like, E or F? I don't know. Um, let me see. Okay, so that's red. Okay. Hold on. I just found like this random thing and I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, add a row below. That's E. And then F. I think, is that color? Wait, no. Oh, wait, hold on. I messed up. Okay, hold on. So that's still D. Okay. And then that's E. Oh my god, just type. Okay. E. Hold on. I'm terrible at this. Okay. And then F. I also can't read the chat, I've just realised. Okay, hold on, let me get the chat back up. Where'd I put my phone? My phone's over here. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll read you in a minute. Where's Twitch? There's Twitch. Okay. Just chatting with 2 viewers. Wow, I'm famous, guys. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to put my phone flat down on the thing, because it does not want to stand. Okay. So, Romance. That's not honestly like a great song, but I wouldn't put it in F. So, I mean, I'll put it in D just because it's like their first ever song on their first ever album. So, let me just like move this closer to my face. Okay. Helena. I feel like I over-listened to this because all the songs with music videos I feel like I've over-listened to the point where like I just don't like them as much anymore. But then it is about their dead grandma, so I feel like I have to rate it pretty high. So I'm gonna say like a B. The End. This one's a pretty good one. But then it's only good because of the way it transitions into Dead. So I think on its own, I'm gonna put it in C. Cubicles. This one I feel like is one of like their worser songs. Like not because of like just because of like the lyrics, because they're just like, I don't know. I feel like they're not that great. So I think I'm gonna put this in. It's still like a good song though. Except the things, I feel like Bullets, I can't rate them like that well because I like barely listen to that album. Like I listened to that album to fall asleep, so like I barely ever listen to the like whole album. So I think I'm gonna put this in E. Hang 'Em High. We just think. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think I know which song that is. That one reminds me of someone that I don't want to think about. So because of that, I feel like I would put this. Okay, so if I ignore that, what would I put this in? It's a really good song. I feel like I'd put it in B, but then because it reminds me of that person, I'm putting it in C. Okay, Sleep. Sleep is a good song. I think that one can go in B. I feel like I still don't know which of their songs are my favorite. Wait, how many My Chemical Romance songs have you listened to? Because I mean, well, okay, how many songs are here? A lot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many you've listened to, but yeah. Anyway, Scarecrow. Scarecrow. That's a pretty good song. I feel like it's not as good as some others, so I'm gonna put that in C. Demolition Lovers, I think, is just like it explains their whole first album in like one song, kind of, and it's also just like the Demolition Lovers, like they're the people on like the second album cover. So I feel like this one has to go pretty high. I'm gonna put it in, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to like think of the songs well, because like I said, I fall asleep to Bullets, so I don't listen to the songs that much. So I'm going to put that in B. Talking about cubicles that just started playing. Wow. I think it's that. Let me see. Actually, it might be literally any other song from Bullets. Yeah, Skylands and Turnstiles. See, I need to listen to them more because I can't tell the difference between each song. Same with their second album. Okay, I'm ranting too much. I'm meant to be rating these. It's not a fashion statement, it's Death Wish. I do not remember what song that is. What song is that? I can't remember. You know, let's change F to don't don't oh my god, type don't know song well enough. That's an A. That's not how you spell enough. Okay, there we go. There, okay. I feel like half of these actually no, not half. I feel like Demolition Lovers and Cubicles could also go in here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put Cubicles in here. And Demolition Lovers, okay. Teenagers, E. Actually, let's change E. Let's get rid of E. Let's say F. Because I feel like F sounds worse than E. So Teenagers is going in F. Because I just don't like that song. Summertime can go in D. It doesn't really stand out to me. Cemetery Drive can also go in D. Just because of one lyric in it that I don't like. Disenchanted can also go in D. Just because it doesn't stand out to me. Destroyer. Okay. I actually don't. I think I fell asleep while trying to listen to them. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna do a My Chemical Romance listening stream one day. Just that you have to listen to them. And I don't care if I get copyrighted. Okay, Destroyer. If we ignore that one part of it, that none of you are gonna know, unless you listen to the song. If we ignore that one part, it's actually a really good song, and I really like it. So I'm gonna put that in. It's like Destroyer is like a huge part of like the Danger Days lore as well, or like the comic at least, like the True Lives of the 5 Years Killjoys California comic. So I think I'm gonna put that in B. I Never Told You What I Do for a Living. That's a pretty good one. I think that one can also go in B. I feel like S and A. I'm saving for like my favorites. I feel like some of these should move up. Okay, you know what? Those two can go in A. Because I think they are actually pretty good songs. Famous Last Words I don't like that much. But I feel like I like it more than Teenagers. So that can go in D. Yeah, okay. The Kids from Yesterday, that can go in B. Just because, you know, when I first started listening to My Chemical Romance, I think just because of like the way some of the songs started in Danger Days, I just didn't like it. Like Planetary Go starts off as just sirens, which kind of like scared me at first. So I like the songs, I just forgot to continue to listen. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. So it starts off as just like sirens. So that kind of scared me away from the album. So the only two songs I listened to from that album were The Kids from Yesterday and Na Na Na. Just because I liked those and the others scared me. So, yeah. Blood is going in F because it's got a minute and a half of silence. I get it's a hidden track. I get the whole point is that it's hidden. But guess what? I have another CD with a hidden track on it. Yeah, do you want to know how long the silence is? 15 seconds. My Chemical Romance. Why did you have to do a minute and a half of silence? You just make me like I just listened to this like amazing album, and then you make me sit with my own thoughts for a minute and a half. Okay. Anyway, Vampire Money. That is a really good song. Does that go in A or S? I'm gonna put that in A because I don't. Okay, my favorites can go in S. Although the thing is, my favorites are constantly changing. Like at some point, this one was my favorite, but like I don't know. Anyway, The Five of Us Are Dying. This fun fact was the original version of Welcome to the Black Parade, which I'm embarrassed it took me so long to figure out. Because I only figured that out because someone on TikTok said it, and I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. And now every time I listen to it, I've realised that the instrumental is basically the exact same in both songs. But anyway, so because of that, it's going in B, because I just feel like it's such like an important thing. It was actually meant to go in their second album, but then they didn't put it in that album because they felt like it could be better, like they could do more to it. And then it turned into Welcome to the Black Parade, which is like the most like iconic song, like from like the 2000s. I feel like everyone. At least everyone who was around in the 2000s knows Welcome to the Black Parade, apart from my grandma for some reason. Well, one of them. I don't know about the other, but anyway. Party at the End of the World. This one I don't know well enough, actually. Knives/Sorrow. That is the demo of Our Lady of Sorrows, which I like that song, but I don't know the demo well enough. Honey, This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us. The music video is kind of weird, so I feel like that puts it lower on the tier list. So, I think, where should this go? It's a good song. I think this can go in B. Give 'em Hell Kid. I don't remember that song. I don't remember. Okay, let me think. Oh my god, Early Sunsets over Monroeville is playing. Oh my god. It's like one of my... If you couldn't tell by the fact I was in point zero point whatever percent of listeners for that song, it's like one of my favourite songs by them. It's also the one I fall asleep to, which is why I listen to it so much, but you know, anyway. Give 'em Hell Kid, let me think. I can't remember. Dead is an amazing song, that goes in S tier. Na 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 can also go in S. Not That Kind of Girl can go in D, because I don't remember it very well. But I think people have said it's about being trans, or just being, I don't know, queer, being queer, basically. Well, it could be interpreted as that, at least. I don't think we actually know what it was about, but it can be interpreted as that, so just because of that, I feel like it has to be on the tier list. Emily is a pretty good song. Let me think. All I can think, like, whenever, like, I feel like if I'm not listening to the song, like, I can never remember it. I'm trying to think. What does the song sound like? I'm going to put that in C, because I know it's a pretty good song. All the Angels, I don't remember it being that good, so I'm going to put that in Don't Know Well Enough about the song. Vampires Will Never Hurt You, that's a good one. It's also one of their first songs, so I think I'm going to put that in C. To the End, that is amazing. That can go in S tier. I love it. This Is How I Disappear, it can also go in S tier. Bulletproof Heart, I feel like isn't that good, so I'm going to put that in D. Drowning Lessons is a good song. That can go in B. You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison. I always forget about this song for some reason, but it's a really good song, and it's also kind of funny, considering what it's about. So I'm going to put that in A. The Sharpest Lives, S. Sing, because of the meaning, can go in A. Our Lady of Sorrows is a pretty good song. I'll put that in C. I'm Not Okay, I Promise, that can go in... I feel like whenever I listen to that, it just feels like... I don't know. It feels like someone a depressed person would listen to. So because of that, I feel like it gets rated lower. I'm going to put that in C, but because it still is a good song. Welcome to the Black Parade. The music video is amazing. The song itself, I feel like I don't like that much. I feel like it's not that good of a song. And I feel like it only got famous because of the music video. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's not that good of a song. So that can go in F. Planetary Go is an amazing song. That can go in A. I love that song. Head First for Halos, can also go in A. The Ghost of You can go in C, because when I first watched that music video, I cried. I Don't Love You can go in F. I don't like that song. The Only Hope for Me Is You, that can go in B. Skylands and Turnstiles, that was their first ever song, and it's also about a certain thing that actually started the band, so because of that, I feel like that song is so important that it has to go in S. The Jet Set Life Is Gonna Kill You, that I do not remember. House of Wolves, an amazing song, that can go in S tier. I actually used to hate that song, but now I love it. It's like amazing. Early Sunsets Over Monroeville, also S tier. Interlude can go in D. I don't like it that much, but like I can listen to it. Cancer is just sad, so because of that it also gets D. Party Poison, S tier. I love that song. This Is the Best I Ever can go in B. Oh no, let's I don't know, I feel like I didn't think enough about that. Let me think. I don't remember it actually. I don't think I know enough about that song. Thank You for the Venom, amazing song, but it does make me jump every time it plays, because it goes from interlude into Thank You for the Venom, which starts so loudly. Actually, I have a story about that. So in February, like the end of February, when I went to go see that doctor, I was sat in the doctor's waiting room, and it was really early, like more early than I would like to wake up. And so I was sat in the waiting room, and I was like almost falling asleep, and I had 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge playing on my CD player, And then like it went from interlude into thank you for the venom, and I like jumped so much, and then it was really embarrassing because like there was more people in the waiting room than there normally is as well, and I just jumped in the middle of just yeah. Um, I've been trying to make a C-Scar a playlist, but I haven't even made them a backstory or a personality. I think I made C Ace a playlist. Well, actually, I already had the backstory planned, I guess. But, like, I feel like I just listened to songs that kind of reminded me of C Ace, and then I kind of put them in a playlist, and I kind of worked out some parts of the storyline just because of those songs, like, just because of the lyrics in them. So, I don't know if that's helpful for you. It might be. I hope I could help in some way. But anyway, back to my story. Yeah, so I just jumped, and then I was clearly awake after that, you know. So, really, it waked me up. It waked me up. Great. It woke me up. But because it does make me jump, it's going in B. Mama can go in S. Save Yourself or Hold Them Back can go in A. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, not that great of a song. But it can go in D, because it's definitely above all the others in F. Boy Division, I love that song. That can go in A. Tomorrow's Money, I do not remember actually. Ambulance can go in B. Gun can go in A. The World Is Ugly is just sad, but then it's also written about his wife, so I guess that makes it better, so that can go in C. The Light Behind Your Eyes is also written about his daughter, so that can go in C with The World Is Ugly. Kiss the Ring, amazing song, that can go in A. Make Room is actually the original version of Na Na Na, so that has to go in S with Na Na Na. Yeah, I'll put them right next to each other. Surrender the Night, I don't remember, and the same with Burn Bright. I do not remember that one enough either. Every Snowflake is Different can go in C. It's actually a pretty good song. I don't care if it was for a kids show. Under Pressure can go in let's say C. Desolation Row, amazing song. That can go in A or S. A or S. A or S. I'm going to say S because of the music video. I love that music video. The Foundations of Decay, S. Amazing song. Astro Zombies, also S. Desert Song, sad, but also amazing song. So A or B? I feel like, A. Bury Me in Black, also amazing song. It can go in S. Famous Last Words Live, I'm not counting that as a song. So I'm just going to leave that there. Kill All Your Friends is an amazing song. Do I remember it well enough? I don't know. I'm going to put that in A. Heaven Help Us, also A. My Way Home Is Through You, also A. Fake Your Death is a pretty good song. It's kind of sad. That can go in B. And then Sisters to Sleep, I do not know enough about, because that's also an unreleased song. So I have to listen to that on YouTube, and I barely ever listen on YouTube. And I also haven't been showing the screen as I've been doing this. That's great. Okay, so yeah, this is my Chemical Romance tier list. If I had the option, I would actually include more songs to this, because there's a lot of songs of theirs that aren't on this, which actually, let me show all of you. Okay, hold on, let me read them all out, okay? Let me read out every single song that wasn't there, okay? Let me see. Let me scroll up. Let me see. Good Night, Dr. Death. That would have gone in F, because I don't like that one. I always skip that one. 0% wasn't on there. I don't like saying this a lot. Okay, so the song title is abbreviated to FTWWW. That wasn't on there. Masters of Ravencroft wasn't on there. Black Dragon Fighting Society wasn't on there. Same with all of the Living with Ghosts, which is their 10-year anniversary album for the Black Parade. All of those just weren't there. Actually, no, they were. Oh my god, my memory is that bad. Okay. Common People, which is a cover. Actually, like a lot of not a lot of them, but like the rest of their covers were there. So. At least that, okay. And then all of Gerard Way, but that's technically not My Chemical Romance, I guess. And then if you want to include unreleased songs, since they had one unreleased song on there, there's Jack the Ripper, which is a cover, which I don't know if there's actually a recording of. but it exists. 9-Volt Heart there isn't a recording of, but it's one that they played during their early shows. Sisters Sleep was on there. Some of these I'm not even going to say out loud because I don't think that they deserve to be said out loud, because they're just not even songs. Song 2, which is a cover. Someone Out There Loves You. Neat Neat Neat, which is a cover. It's really hard saying that. Like, neat, neat, neat. The Drugs, which isn't a cover. Still Alive, which there are no recordings of. Same with First Chance. We Don't Need Another Song About California. We Will Rock You, which is a cover that they did live. Noise Jam, or also known as Everybody Hates the Eagles. Not really a proper song, but they still play it. So they also did a cover of My Way. These are all Gerard Way ones, so technically those don't count, I guess. Okay, anyway, yeah. So, there's a lot of songs that they didn't include there. I'm reading this off of, like, a huge list. It would be cool if I remembered them off the top of my head, but I don't. Anyway, it's now been 2.5 hours. That's crazy. It's 9 p.m. I also have Discord messages. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I think that's it, really. I could do the, name every My Chemical Romance song quiz, but then I feel like I've just proved that I can name them all, so, yeah. That's it for today's stream, I think, because it's been 2.5 hours. It's 9 p.m. and I have to end this eventually. I don't have anything else to talk about, so yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. How long do I have left on this play? Oh my god, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 songs left. So that's like the amount of one album. That's like 40 minutes to an hour left on the album. No, not the album, the playlist. And this playlist is 7 hours long. So I've been listening to music for like 6 hours straight. Anyway, epic stream, thank you. I feel like it wasn't that epic, but I don't know. I'm just like, I just kind of ran and like I get distracted and I have no idea what I'm saying. Anyway, Bella's also finally gone to sleep. She's laying on the original Lola. That's cute. Look at her over there. You can kind of see her. Actually, you know what? One thing I forgot to talk about is I got this monkey in a charity shop. Here. This monkey. She blends in. I know, my room is a mess. Because all of this stuff is either on my desk or it's behind my chair. So I have to move all of it out of the way so that I can get to my PC. But anyway, there's this monkey and the label, which is actually on like the fold of the label, so you can't actually see it very well. But it says 2004. You can see like that red text there. Anyway, I got this in a charity shop for £6, and I like it a lot. And because it's made in 2004, that's the same year as My Chemical Romance's second album called 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. And so I decided to give her a name based on that. And so I gave her a name based on the music video for I'm Not Okay, I Promise, where there's one scene where Gerard Way is like holding a test that says like F on it, because it's like the music video is like based around like a school and stuff, and on that paper it says Ellie McMillan, which is the name of the prop designer, but loads of people have started to say that that's like the name of Gerard Way in that music video. So yeah, and a lot of people are like really mad about that for some reason, and I don't know why. Because I feel like just, making up a character from a music video, or just basically like making up a character, I feel like doesn't really affect anyone. So I don't know why a lot of people are so angry about that. But yeah, and also like everyone's saying that it's like a girl, even though Ellie McMillan, the prop designer, wasn't a girl, but Anyway, yeah, so her name is Ellie, and I also want to make her a dress based off of Helena in the music video for Helena, which I could have named her Helena, but then I feel like that's like a really boring name. So in this bag of fabric I got earlier, which one of my mum's customers gave to me, which was very nice of her, there's all of these like cool things. I was like very excited looking at all of this because yeah, I love making stuff, and now I can finally make more stuff, because I've got more than just, like, white shirts that I cut up to make things out of. But anyway, see, there's, like, stuff like this, which I think will be very cool to use. There's also white and red, which there's like a lot of red actually. So yeah, I think that will be really cool to use because let me get up a picture of Helena a second. Okay, hold on. And then there's also blue, but then that's not very useful for what I'm making. So I don't think I've made like any item of clothing before. Well, actually, I made like a sleeve. Like I crocheted a sleeve. Well, I've made shirts for like my teddies. But apart from that, like I made like a sleeve to like go on my arm, and then I want to like draw a design on it. But I just don't have any ideas of what to draw yet. But I did make that, which is on my door, so I can't bother grabbing it right now. But anyway, let me get a picture of Helena so you guys can see what it's gonna be like inspired by. Why are none of these are just the same picture of her holding roses, like a close up. Why is there no pictures further away? Show the whole thing. I don't want to have to get the music video up. Okay, I feel like this is like the one picture where you can kind of see like more of the dress. Which, you know, like, it's like that kind of like, I don't know, like vibe. I don't know. I'm also hoping that showed because I don't have the thing on my phone. Anyway, yeah. I hope I pressed the right button, basically. But yeah, anyway. I just wanted to share that because I thought it was cool. I also have red fabric. I already had that, which is what I used to make the mouth on Lola. So, yeah. And then the rest of it is all, like, sewn on with wool. Showed? Yeah, it showed. Okay, cool. Anyway, so, yeah, I think that's all I have to say now. Let me just think. I mean, there's more things that I could show you, but I'd have to get up for that, so I can't really be bothered. I mean, I changed my walls. Like, I changed around all the pictures on the walls. So, on this side, we have the MCR wall, or the My Chemical Romance wall. And I've just got... Hold on, let me put that down. Okay, so I've got my drawing of the 3 Cheers cover. It kicked me off my Twitch account for a moment, so I'm back. Okay, hello. I'm showing off my walls. So I've got my drawing from over a year ago of the cover for 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. And then I've got, like, the actual cover on the wall there. And then above that I've got a poster for conventional weapons. And then I've got 3 out of the 5 covers of the singles. Because there's 5 singles and I've drawn 3 of them. And then that's a cover of their single for... I can't remember the name. I think it might be Famous Last Words. But that one has My Way Home is Through You on it. And also another one, I think. Maybe Kill All Your Friends. I don't know. And then that's just the My Chemical Romance logo. And then that is a drawing from the art on... like, in the CD case. And then there is the Hesitant Alien album cover. But it's really bad, so I'm hiding it. And then there is even more hidden. Is the... cover for... I can't remember. The Mad Gear and Missile Kid EP. And then up there is my Umbrella Academy poster that I got with the comics. So, yeah. And now, I think that's like all. But there's also stuff behind me, but you can't actually see that. Because there's... Okay. Okay, camera. Where did it go? Guys, I lost the camera. Guys. Where did it go? What? Where is it? Oh, it's like all the way down here. Oh, okay. Behind the PC. Well, yeah. But, like, where behind the... Okay, anyway, I found it. It's fine. Anyway, so what I was trying to show you was up here. I've got, like, all this stuff. I've got a bat picture. I'm free. Yeah, I freed you guys. I've got the Sorry Boys poster, which I have covered up a certain person's face, which I also think is kind of funny because I used glow-in-the-dark dinosaur stickers, which I, like, put on paper and then cut out and then, like, put on blue tack so I could just, like, move them around on my wall. And I used, like, all, like T-Rexes and stuff. And there was also an egg sticker, so I put that as well. And I don't know, I just think that's funny, considering who that person is. Anyway, yeah, because, like, I still like the other 4. I mean, I don't really watch them, but I still like them as people, you know. But anyway, I've got Life Series stickers. You've got the snails. And then the Quizbot. I can't remember if it's got a better name than that. And then the Dan TDM Minecraft skin and Dr. Trioris. And then Pokemon stuff. Life Series, yeah. A bat picture. A drawing that I did almost 2 years ago of a of the cover for a single by Los Campesinos, and then pride flags, and there's also like random pictures everywhere, like there, and then like there, and then there's also paintings that I've done at my Wednesday group. So that one I did about a year ago, and then that one I did at some point. I actually can't remember when. Either the start of this year or the end of last year. And then that is it's covered by my lamp, so you can't actually see it, but it's a Ricky Jamaraz poster. So yeah, and then that's all like pictures and stuff. So yeah, that's just like a wall update because I moved that all around. Because the one behind me, I can't wait for the next live series. Me too. I'm excited to see what it is. But anyway, the wall behind me used to be my My Chemical Romance wall. But then I like my Chemical Romance drawings more than like all my other drawings. And there's my door. And see, when you open my door, you see that wall straight away. Like that one there that you can't see. But you see how like as soon as you walk in my room. So, I wanted everyone to see my Chemical Romance obsession as soon as they walk in my room. So, yeah. So I moved all my stuff around. And then also I feel like behind me you've got like all my interests. So when I'm live you can see like all my interests behind me. Although half of it you can't see because of my lamp. But yeah. Anyway. So now I think that's all I've really had to talk about. Because I don't think I've really done anything else this year. Yeah, I think that's it. Lola says goodbye. I feel like I don't want to end the stream. Like, I've had so much fun doing this. And I also still have loads of energy. But then I also have nothing left to talk about. So yeah, I think I'm gonna... It's been nearly 3 hours, which is crazy. I was planning this to be like a 1 hour stream. So yeah. I'm just thinking, like, is there anything else I can talk about? I've got like 2 guitars, because I got one for Christmas. And then my dad found one at the dump. And it works perfectly fine. So now I have 2. Except I can't even play them. Like, I've tried playing the guitar and I just can't. Like, my fingers don't do what I want them to do. So I wanted to learn the drums, but my parents won't let me have drums in my room. Even electric drums. I asked them about that, and they still said no. Even though they make, like, no sound. Because they're electric, so obviously you've got headphones. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. I think that's going to be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed. This has actually been like a really fun stream. I got an Oreo ad. Well, while you had that ad, I was talking about how I can't play the guitar. So, yeah. Didn't even hear what you said. Yeah, I was just talking about how I don't know how to play the guitar. Even though I've got 2 guitars behind me. And I can't play either of them. Because I suck. And I want to learn the drums. But then, I'm not allowed a drum set in my room. Well, I don't have space for one. And if I did have space, I'm not allowed one. So, yeah. But anyway, I think I'm going to be ending the stream now. Because I want to keep streaming because this has been really fun. But then I also don't have anything else to do. I've got 2 messages on Discord. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do or anything else to talk about. So, Lola's saying goodbye again. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. What's your favourite breed of cat? I don't know any breeds of cat. I know normal cat and Bengal cat. Actually, you know what? One thing I can talk about is we no longer have Max. We gave him away to my uncle. Bye. Yeah, bye. Okay, yeah, I should actually end the stream now. Because, like, I keep trying to, like, make it keep going. But it's just not really that entertaining. Like, I'm not actually saying anything useful. I'm just saying, like, I don't want the stream to end. Max, yeah, he lives with my uncle now. Who's, like, a 5-10 minute drive away. He actually, my uncle let him out. And he found his way back home. Like, a few days, like, after he left. So, my uncle had to come and collect him again. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. But, you know, we can still see him if we drive, like, 5-10 minutes. Okay, so not so bad. Yeah, he was just basically really annoying. And also, whenever we were walking the dog, he would, like, irritate the dog. So then she'd start barking and trying to chase him, and we were, like, trying to, like, train her to be, like, a good dog, you know, and walk and not, like, bark at everything and run at everything. which she is still terrible at, you know, but she's getting there. Considering, I mean, we got her at, I don't know how old she was. I think maybe 5 months, and she'd spent like most of her life at that point like inside, so she like wasn't used to the outside world at all, and I think she's still getting used to it. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So no more Max, but we have a dog now. And I am going to end the stream. Boris just sent random emojis. Anyway, I'll try and go live again soon, because this was actually really fun. One of my cats are the same age as me. That's crazy. Bye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. And I will go live as soon as I can. Which might be just the 13th of June, which is like 2 weeks from now. Because that's my 2-year streaming anniversary. So, if I don't go live before then, just know I'm definitely going live on that day. No matter how tired I am, I'm going live. So, yeah, anyway. Bye. I hope you all enjoyed. I thought it was the 15th. It might be. I think it was the 13th. Let me see what I messaged you. June 13th. Yep. Anyway. So, bye. I'm actually leaving now. Okay, I don't want to end the stream because this was fun, but, you know, now we have to end. Okay, so bye. Okay, I'm just going to end it now. Bye.